Hi, I'm Laith. I'm a high school student. I'm part of the ENG4U summer school course for English, and today I'll be debunking the conspiracy theory that the tragic events that happened on 9/11 were secretly planned by the US government. This false idea has been spreading for many years, and now it's time to face the truth with some facts.
What happened on 9/11? On September 11, 2001, 19 terrorists hijacked 4 planes. 2 were crashed into the Twin Towers in New York City, a third hit the Pentagon, and the fourth went down in Pennsylvania. Nearly 3,000 innocent people were killed. But even in the face of all of this, some people started claiming that it was staged, that the US government was behind it all.
One of the biggest myths were that the towers were bombed and not actually hit by the planes. Although many eyewitnesses and videos were shown that the planes strike the towers, many believe that the US government planted a bomb to hide something from the people. According to NIST and Popular Mechanics, the towers collapsed due to jet fuel igniting with the steel structure, which triggered and caused a pancake collapse where one floor falls over another, over and over. This is what I believe happened. Just because it looked like a demolition doesn't mean any bombs were used. It was simply physics. Experts reviewed the videos, studied the rubble, and modeled simulations. The way these buildings fell were consistent to how structural collapses tend to happen.
Controlled demolitions leave behind specific blast signs, like sideways debris and explosion sounds. These were not present at the World Trade Center. The science speaks for itself. Look at the footage of the video being showed at the screen right now. This is an example of controlled demolition. But that's not what happened with the World Trade Center. That was an example of a pancake collapse. Each floor gave out and fell onto the one below, like a stack folding on itself.
During 9/11, 4 airplanes were lost. 2 hit the Twin Towers, 1 hit the Pentagon, and the passengers fought back but sadly lost their lives. Let's talk about the Pentagon and how people think that a plane didn't really hit the Pentagon but a missile did. This mini theory / myth doesn't really make much sense because many eyewitnesses saw American Airlines Flight 77 crash into the Pentagon while wreckage was found and even the airplane's black box was recovered. The idea that no plane crashed into the Pentagon doesn't really make much sense, and here's some footage of it too. So who really did it? Who structured and planned this tragic event that happened in 2001? The mystery of who did it isn't really a mystery at all. It's actually the terrorist group Al-Qaeda and their leader Osama bin Laden. But how they determined that it was them is more complex. So let's get into that.
That the idea that the US government would plan and stage something like this is really, utterly unbelievable to me. This wasn't just some government plot, it was a terrorist attack by Al-Qaeda. The FBI tracked the hijackers using flight records, passports, and airport footage. Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda, admitted their responsibility in a video confession.
So why? Why do people believe in these theories? According to the BBC, people turn to conspiracy theories when the truth feels too painful. To think that such a small group of people can create such a chaotic event as 9/11. So they invent a bigger story like that the government was in on it or the USC planned this to make it seem more realistic or planned.
But let's be honest, these theories hurt people. Imagine losing your mom, dad, or best friend in the towers, and then being told it was all fake or planned. Conspiracies like this disrespect the victims and the pain families still live with.
I want to give one last final fact check before I leave. Let's be clear, the towers collapsed due to structural failure, not a planned demolition or bombs. The Pentagon was struck by a plane, not a missile. And who planned and structured these terrible events that happened in 2001 in New York? It wasn't the US government. It was Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden's terrorist group. This has been backed with over a decade of research, investigations, and expert testimonies. The fact that we're saying it was planned or staged, that the USA government would even do something like that, doesn't justify the lives that were lost that day in 2001 in New York. Thank you. I'm Laith, and thank you for watching and listening. Let's take a moment to remember the lives that were lost on September 11, 2001.
A heart that gave so much, a soul they lifted others with a simple, gentle touch.